Am I the asshole for walking in on my brother in the bathroom? I, F18, live with my parents and my older brother Max, M22. Max and I share a bathroom, but he has an interesting habit, shall we say. He uses the bathroom with the lights off and the door open. At first it was only late at night, which he claimed was because he doesn't want to ruin his sleep, which I guess I can understand. But it's grown beyond that, to the point where he just never turns the light on and never closes the door. I can't stress enough. There is no way to ever tell whether the bathroom is occupied or not by sight alone unless you see Max walk into it. I've asked him to please just turn the light on or close the door, so I don't risk walking in on him taking a dump. His response is that I should just knock before I go in. I think it's stupid of me to have to knock before walking into a bathroom whose lights are off and whose door is open. I talked to my parents about it, and they agree but say they can't force him to do anything. I took to knocking at first, since I don't want to see him on the toilet under any circumstances, but I talked to my boyfriend about it and his take is that I'm just reinforcing his behavior by knocking before going in. And to be honest, I agree with him. So I've stopped knocking. In my mind, an open door and a darkened bathroom means empty. I've never walked in on him intentionally, mind you, but I stopped caring about whether he might be in there. I've walked in on him a couple times, and he's raised a big stink, haha, about it, but I'm holding my ground. My parents have asked me to please just knock and not be petty, but I really feel justified here. Am I the asshole?
My 29M wife 27F cheated, but I'm the father of her baby. Where to go now? I 29M am in the process of divorcing my wife Anna 27F. It's been a long and draining process and I don't think I'll ever be able to move on from this. I have been with Anna for 7 years now, married for 3, and my New Year's gift was finding out she has been cheating on me. For years, with my own brother, 28 meters. I honestly thought such things were impossible to occur. Apparently not. Strangely, Anna, the woman who had no issues sneaking around with my own brother behind my back for years, literal years, seemed to be shocked by me asking for a divorce. She kept saying we could get past this, and the conviction with which she said she only loved me. Like, if I hadn't seen her act like a cheap prostitute with my brother with my own eyes, I'd never have believed it. It's been like this push and pull for the last months. I don't think I'll ever emotionally recover from this. Anna has repeatedly said she's sorry and that nothing about Blake compared to me, and she really wants to work out and everything else in between. You'd think after sleeping with him for almost 4 years, she'd care a bit about that guy at least. But nope. My brother has taken the "I'm in love with her" stand. He has apologized but insists he loves her, and that makes it better, I guess. That's basically how my life has been these last few months. I'm not talking to much of my family. I lock myself in to keep Anna away and have to use every bit of restraint I have to not murder my own brother. But because I can't have nice things, now Anna is pregnant. She claimed it was mine, and I did the obvious and called bullshit. She said she used protection as often as possible with Blake, not sure if she thought it made her look better or what, and she was fairly sure it was our baby. My lawyer suggested a DNA test, and I got the results last night. I am the father. I haven't showed Anna the results, and my state is serious about child support and granting the woman half of everything in divorce. It's a no-fault state. I just know Anna will ruin me if I try to leave now. I don't know what to do. I don't want this child at all. Not with her anymore, and I made it clear she can accept no emotional help from me. If the baby wasn't mine, I'd still be assumed the father on BC, and so financially I was screwed if she decided to keep the baby. Divorce wasn't going to save me. So is there anything I can do at this point? Can therapy help here? Is there any hope of talking sense into Anna? I have made up my mind to get divorced. I can never be around that woman again. How to proceed in this situation? 41M in a fight with 44F wife on cruise with kids. What can I do to make things better? On a 4-day cruise with the wife and 2 daughters. Was walking around the observation deck of our ship, stopped and took a picture with the family. Everything was going great. I mistakenly thought we were continuing to walk and take the girls' hands and keep walking. After a couple steps, literally like 10 or 20 steps, not far, I turn around and the wife is gone. We retrace our steps and go around the other side of the ship, thinking that she'd meet us at the elevators. She's not there, but has started sending me texts about how she's at the front of the ship. I take the girls back around and find her sitting at the windows at the front of the observation deck, just lounging. She starts telling me how I broke her heart as she watched me, and the girls just walk away. I legit was so confused and asked why she just watched her husband and daughters walk away and why she didn't say anything or catch up to us. This just makes her angrier, and she said I threw the kids in her face. It's now been 24 hours on a cruise and my wife is barely speaking to me. I keep asking to speak to her, and she refuses and says, "What's the point? So you can attack me again?" I apologized for walking away and said I should have looked back, but when I asked her why she didn't just catch up or say anything, she just accused me of attacking her again and started crying. I legitimately don't know what to do. Is she sabotaging our vacation? Am I just a huge fucking asshole here? For any female Redditors out there, please help me to understand what I did wrong and how I can try to make this right.
My 35F husband, 35M, had been looking for hookups 6 months after I gave birth to our now 14-month child. How long do I give myself to try and feel anything but disgust and anger towards him? My 35F husband, 35M, had been looking for hookups since June 2023, that I can confirm, through when I caught him, Jan 2024. We have been married for 5 years and together for 12. We have a 15-month-old child together. I was 6 months postpartum and had quit my 10-year career 2 months prior. I'm a self-am now. When he started messaging and flirting with women, I discovered the messages the first week of January this year. He had been flirting at bars and randomly seeking women online. He sought advice from a relationship coach, shelled out $700, and would communicate with this coach to try and improve his interactions in person and online to close on a date. He states he hasn't been physical with anyone. He has deleted all social media since and has been extremely remorseful. He has been putting in more effort at home to try and give me peace. The reasons he has given for seeking a one-night stand are irrelevant to me, as we had a healthy physical relationship. His words, he was selfish and cocky and thought he deserved it as he is a man of value. He has stated he didn't think it would hurt me this bad, but in the same breath that he never thought about how it would impact me. He never thought I'd find out. How much time do I get myself and this relationship to see if I can feel anywhere close to what I did prior to me finding out? I am disgusted, disappointed, and outraged by his betrayal. TLDR, my 35F husband, 35M, sought one-night stands online and in person 6 months after I had our child, who is now 14 months, which was also 2 months after I quit my 10-year career to be a SOM. How long do I give myself to see if I can feel anything but disgust and anger towards him? My 28F husband, 26M, is mostly great with our kids, 2M, 1M, and another boy on the way, until he's not. And then he's pretty harsh. After our 3rd attempt at therapy and not enough progress, do I leave to protect my kids or keep trying to save our family? He loves us and is terrified of us leaving. My 28F husband, 26M, is generally very good with our kids, 2.5M and 1M. I am 7 months pregnant with our 3rd boy. We have been married almost 4 years and together 5 years. When things are good, they're great. He's involved, plays with the kids, helps with the house while working full-time. I stay home with the kids, and the plan is to go back to work once they're older, but for now it actually saves us money for me to be home with them. My husband is often stressed or otherwise cranky and has been known to take it out on the kids, despite continued efforts on my part to try and make him see how harmful and inappropriate this is. Especially the 2-year-old. I've been telling him for a year that he's too hard on our baby and expects too much from him. For example, he absolutely loses it if our toddler misbehaves at the table. We'll lecture him extensively about how he's been bad. And on the few occasions when the toddler has accidentally hurt him, my husband makes a huge deal of it. And lately our toddler looks afraid whenever his dad's temper shows in the slightest. The other day, he hit his dad in the groin, my husband says intentionally, but I'm not sure I believe that. And he fell to the floor yelling and berating him. When our 2-year-old tried to apologize, he said, "Go away, I'm not in the mood for you right now," and pushed him away. Our baby was trying to get to him, saying, "I say sorry, I sorry dada, I sorry," and his precious face was just so full of fear. And his dad pushed him away. We have tried marital counseling twice to try and resolve some of our parenting disagreements. He thinks I'm too soft with them. I think he's too harsh. These are the years that shape their whole lives, and they need gentleness and love and guidance more than harsh discipline, and are currently in a parenting-specific therapy. I'm also in individual therapy, and a lot of what I talk about with my therapist is related to my husband and the issues we have, since they don't seem to be getting resolved the ways I've been trying. I have considered leaving in the past and have taken the kids to my mom's on several occasions when he has crossed a line in my mind. I don't want to break up our family. I love my husband and I know he loves me and our kids. He told me taking them is his worst nightmare. But he won't listen to me about the damage he's causing by being too harsh and expecting more than they are capable of at this age. And my kids come first. I'm their first and only line of defense at this point in their lives. Recently, I have been feeling more and more like I'm going to have to do something drastic and have an emergency plan in place for if I need to just leave immediately. But so far, I have ultimately chosen to keep trying to make it work. But I cannot see my child look at his father with fear anymore. I will not let them grow up like that. Am I being too drastic? What do I do?